Hi, I'm Tara, and I'm here today with Hopkins from Psiphon Consulting. And you've been in business since 2001, so you know what you're doing. And we're going to talk about something today that I know nothing about, which is internet for your website, for optimization for your website. And this was really interesting because I said, I think most of us just think, well, I have a website. It's for my business. But what you really do is work with people to maximize the benefit of that website.
Yeah, to turn it into an asset, so it's something that they're generating revenue with every month instead of just spending on hosting.
So it's not enough just to have a nice one. I spent a lot of money. I had somebody put together a beautiful site. Now it's up there on the internet.
Well, if you want to turn it into an asset so it's working for you, then you have to take that additional step.
And that's where someone like you comes in.
Correct.
As your marketing. So you have 4 tips for us today on how to optimize our website. Correct. So what's your first one?
The first one is make sure you have a headline, something that captures your visitor immediately when they come to your website, because you have 3 to 7 seconds to capture their attention. And if it's not obvious what they can get, what benefit they can get by reading your website or going further, you'll lose them.
Okay. So, and that can change. It doesn't have to be the same headline all the time, or how does that work?
Well, it can change as your business changes, and it can change if you use it or you find that there's no result or no response, and you want to tweak it and change it until you begin seeing the kind of response that you want.
The traffic you want. Okay. What's another tip?
Another tip is your unique selling proposition. Is that clear? You need to distinguish yourself. How are your services different than somebody that's in the same industry as you? So is that clear? Does that entice people? Does that interest them? Does that bring their interest so that they'll call you or follow up?
So that's really like your branding. What's going to separate you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What else?
Another one is a call to action. You have to tell people what you want them to do. You know, they come to your website. Well, what do you want? Do you want them to call you? Do you want them to sign up for your newsletter? Do you want them to purchase your product or service? You have to make it very clear. You don't want people to come to your website and guess. It's like, well, what should I be doing next? So tell them.
Okay. And again, is there like it's better to have them call you, it's better to have them sign up for a newsletter? Is there a standard, or it's going to just depend on what your business is?
It will depend on what your business is. I did a site for a client. She does not want to do email at all. It's just her style. And so she has people call her. And she explains on her website why she has people call her.
Interesting.
And the way it's explained, people go, oh, okay, well, wow, I feel special now.
Interesting. Okay. And what's your 4th tip?
The 4th tip is your website easy to read? Sometimes you go to websites and the background is so busy. It's just difficult to make out the text, and people don't stay. They leave. They don't.
That's how I feel about MySpace.
Oh, yeah.
It's like an acid trip. It's too much to look at.
It is. And
yeah.
I never go to MySpace because it like hurts my eyes to see some of that.
But you're right. And sometimes you pull up a website and it doesn't format right to your computer page, or you're having to scroll through. So that really does make a difference if you're going to use that site.
Absolutely.
Now, one of the things that's interesting you were telling me is you can get software to track your results. So what is that?
Well, what that software is you want to install it on your website, and that tracks the performance of your website. So it keeps track of how many people come to your website, and it also tracks their actions, like do they sign up for your newsletter, do they purchase your product or service, and that will help you when you tweak your website to take you in the direction you want to go, which is better performance.
So I have this software. I put my website up, and I can see, okay, maybe I'm getting, let's say, 100 people today, but only 5 actually signed up for my newsletter, called me, did something with it. I've got all these people that are going to the website, not acting on it, and the software is going to tell me that. So then as I start to implement your strategies, I can say, well, okay, this headline, this week I'm getting more action, or this headline's not really working so well. So a lot of these tips you need to be able to track.
Absolutely, because you won't know if your headline is performing better or not.
So somebody like you as an internet business strategist, you're going to come in, look at my website, and say, here's how we can optimize this performance. Here's how you can get more income, more results from the website that you have up, and be able to monitor and track that in a way that will actually, the proof is in the pudding, show, yes, you're getting results from it.
Absolutely.
So this is really interesting. Bee's probably the first internet strategist marketing person that I've met. And I was saying to her how so many of us just assume we're going to put this website up on the internet and get great results, and really putting our money into somebody like you because it's going to drive revenue. And everything is about, it's not enough just to have it. You could have spent a lot of money to have it put together, but if it's not giving you income, if you're not getting results from it, it was really wasted money.
Right. Your website should be an investment.
I love you use asset a lot.
Yes.
Well, you can find out more about Bea and her company. I know that you offer a free 30-minute consultation.
Correct.
For somebody.
Assessment.
We love free. You can have your web assessed, for free for 30 minutes, and to see how you could use her services to benefit you and your business. So thank you for stopping by. All of her contact information is here on our site, and we will see you next week.